All right, in this video, we're going to talk about using a scientific calculator to find the sine and cosine. Um, I'm going to be using this TI-84 because this is what I have here on the computer. But you don't need a graphing calculator or anything like that, just a scientific calculator to do this. All right. So one of the things is that you need to be very careful of is calculators have both a degree mode and a radian mode. So you must be in the correct mode when you're calculating these things on the calculator. Okay. So on your calculator, you might see DEG that indicates on the screen. That indicates the calculator's in degree mode. Or you might see RAD that indicates that the calculator is in radian mode. If you want to know, you can kind of test things out. If you do cosine 90, the cosine of 90 should be 0. Okay, if you're doing it in degrees. So if your calculator's in degree mode, the cosine of 90 would be 0, right? And if you get anything other than 0, that means it's in radian mode. Okay, so you can see I got negative 0.4480. That means this calculator is in radian mode. Okay, so one of the things that you're going to need to do if your calculator doesn't display deg or rad right on the screen, you're going to have to figure out which mode you're in. Okay, so on this calculator, and it's going to be different for different models, right? You hit mode. You might have something similar to that on your computer, and then you can see here it has radian and degree. Okay, so you can see this one is currently in radian mode. All right, if I get out of there, so all you've got to do, right, is punch in the angle that you want to take the cosine or sine of. All right, and you're usually doing this for things that are not the special angle. So let's say pi over 12, which is 15 degrees. All right, so in order to do that, what you would do is locate where the pi button is. Your scientific calculator should have a pi button on there. Let's see, where is it on this one? It's been a while since I've used this one, so where is it at? Oh, there it is. Pi over 12. All right, and that's how you get this value right here. Or if you want to have the sine, let's say of 3 pi over 2. So that'd be 3 pi over 2. And now your calculator might look slightly different. And this one we should get -1, right, when we do that. All right, and that's pretty much it as far as just once you are in the correct mode, then you can just kind of type these in here, just sort of how you think they would go. Okay, and that one is again one we normally just have that one memorized, so we normally wouldn't need to use it for that. But if it's not one of the special angles, you're just going to be using your calculator to find the value. All right, so let's say now that you're on a different problem and they're talking about degrees, right? Then you're going to need to make sure that you switch over into degree mode. Okay, like this. On this one, you'll have to figure out how to do that on your calculator, right? And then if you want to test it out and make sure, right, if I hit cosine 90, since this is in degree mode, right, that should give us a 0. And you can see that it does. Okay, so now if you wanted to do cosine of 15 degrees, it would tell you that it's that. Or if you wanted to do sine of 65 degrees, that's not one of the special angles, right? So if you wanted to find that one, you would just punch it into your calculator, similar to how I've done it here. Okay, so that's about it. Again, the huge thing, right, is making sure that you are in the correct mode, because if not, then things will go really bad. I've had in the past people get every single problem wrong, right? Because on a test or quiz because they were in the wrong mode. Okay, so you've got to learn how to do that, and you've got to remember, hey, I've got to force myself to check to see what mode I'm in when you're doing this. Okay, it's really important. You don't want to lose points for something like that, and it's very easy to do if you don't get in the habit of forcing yourself to check.